Hello and welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and yesterday we did a live stream where we were talking about maybe the pullback we had on Sunday night wasn't that serious and maybe we were going to go back up. That didn't happen. Okay, we came down more, and what we've actually done now is we've come down to this trend line here that I had drawn in at the weekend. I think now we might come down to this bigger trend line here that has actually been in place since 2023. So I think there's a strong possibility we could come down to that kind of 88 kind of level. The reason I say that is because we've still got that CME gap open from New Year's Day. Now that was a bit of an unusual one because it was in the middle of the week, but nevertheless the CME was closed on New Year's Day, and that left this gap here. So to fill that, the CME price would have to come down to 88,190, which means on normal exchanges you're probably looking at about 88k. And just for the record, a lot of people I've seen on YouTube have said that the CME gap from last weekend didn't close. Well, I beg to differ actually, because the CME closed on Friday at about 95,660, and then when it reopened the price went down. It did go back as high as 95,600, but that does leave a little gap up here. Okay, so that's worth bearing in mind. But as I say, we have this one down here at around 88k. That's probably more of a concern at the moment, especially with all the tariff stuff going on at the moment, which is definitely going to shake up the market one way or the other. Okay, so why have I turned so bearish all of a sudden? Well, I wasn't exactly bullish or bearish. I was a bit cautiously bullish, I must admit. But putting on our indicator, this is what I was looking at the weekend. And what I was looking at mostly was the green 55 EMA and the yellow 21 EMA on the daily time frame. And what we were seeing on Friday and Saturday was these two EMAs approaching each other, looking like they could cross bullish. Now, if that was the case, then I would have expected the price to go up. But in fact, what happened was they didn't cross, and even this green shading here disappeared yesterday. And now it looks like they won't cross anytime soon, which implies to me that the price is going to come down. Okay, so what levels could we be looking at? Well, obviously the CME area is going to be a likely one, but I normally like to look at things on the 1 hour time frame, and what we can see here is this bullish retracement from our indicator, Quadzilla. If you don't know what that is, check out savewithcrypto.org/QZ. And this gives this level here, which is likely to be met. That's at 88,122 on the ByBit BTC USD perpetual contract chart. So that is still another 3% to go to get there. So am I going to short down to here? Probably not, because there's always the chance that the Supreme Court ruling might go in favour of Donald Trump. If that's the case, the price could reverse and go higher. It is more likely that it won't go in his favour at the moment, but obviously we can't guarantee that. Now, as I'm making this video, the price is starting to show some signs of life, and we have indeed got this green background here on Quadzilla, our indicator, on the 1 hour time frame. My fear is it's probably going to be like this green background here, where we had a slight little pump up and then it came back down again. So yeah, I don't think it's over yet. I think we're probably going to step down again to this level here, which would make sense because, as we can see, we've got a definite area of interest kind of here that at the moment looks more likely than, for example, this area here. So I think for now it's going to be news driven, but I'm going to be interested in this level here for definite, around about 88k. I think for me, I'm going to sit on the sidelines for now and, wait to see what happens if we do come down to that 88k level. Anyway, regarding live streams, I have been trying to think how to do Tuesdays. I thought of maybe doing them a bit later in the day. However, today I'm going to be recording the Tap Global discussion with me, Maff, and Roman from the Telegram group. And yeah, that's going to be amazing. But we're going to do that later on in the day. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, so I don't think today is probably a day for a live stream. So you've got this video instead, but I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a big fat like anyway. So live streams, generally, we will always do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and I will try and do an extra one on Tuesday, but it won't be at 12 UTC like they are normally. So yeah, sorry about that. Tuesdays, it's the only regular social thing I do, so I don't want to not do that. I don't have to do it, but I enjoy it, so that's what I do on Tuesdays. So there you go. All right, but I'd appreciate if you could, as I say, give the video a great big fat like. Do make sure you are subscribed, of course. Any questions, leave me the comments down below. Do check out Quadzilla at savewith.crypto.org/QZ, and above all, tell your friends.